Hey guys, it's Kendra with Growing the Spark. I just wanted to start by sharing my beautiful little lilac bush that I bought last year. It survived the winter, hooray! So that was a welcome sight. But lately I've just not really been out in the garden as much as I planned. So I've been tending kale plants, just kind of getting rid of the dead growth. And also I've been picking off the flowering tops and sauteing them up and just kind of snacking on them, putting them in salads. So I've been maintaining, just not planting as much as I expected. I have uppotted several of the tomatoes and replaced a couple that have been picked out, but the tomatoes are still pretty small. See, here's some more of the kale that I've been kind of picking at, moving a few. This Roma was looking pretty good, and the roots are kind of long, not as thick as I hoped, but the rest under the grow lights are doing pretty well. So we'll keep them babied and get them out later. And obviously the overwintered kale plants have just been happily providing bees a place. So I am just letting those go to town, and I'll have plenty of seeds later. But for now, the bees are happy, and since I don't have time to be out there clearing up, I can harvest the little the kale flowers, and just let the bees have at it. Keep them around, because we'll be needing them soon. And I've been plopping some of the flowered stalks into other plants to bring the bees closer. Hi guys.
Hello, as well.
All right, we are out to plant some lettuce over here and some spinach.
Yep, we are.
It is, what is it, May 9th?
Yes, it is May 9th.
Okay. So we will have two rows of lettuce and
Right
then
here?
one row of spinach right here.
Yep.
So could you...
Me?
Yes. I will dig it up a little bit.
With our rake?
You tell me where we should do the rows.
Where are we going to start with?
Spinach. I mean, lettuce.
How big does lettuce get?
Um,
About the size of your head?
Well, there's actually one over there near a kale plant, but they'll be about this big.
Where's the kale plant?
Those are kale, those three big leafy ones in the front.
I'm looking.
And all those ones that are flowered over there.
All right. This thing right here.
And there's some lettuce right there. Yes, that is kale.
All right.
That is not lettuce. All right, so if we use this area right here, we're going to want to make 3 rows.
Let's put it right there.
Okay. So we want to clear all the weeds out first.
Yeah. Can I step in here?
Yep.
Oh. It's been a while since I've stepped in here before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to pull those weeds out. Now we need to make 3 rows. So we'll do that.
I'm pretty sure you guys can't see the owl, but I turned the owl around.
I know, we got to trim this stuff back. All right.
Can I cut it?
Do you want to make the rows? Or do you want me to make the rows and you do the seeds?
Seeds. I want to do seeds.
Okay. Pick 2 types of lettuce and 1 type of spinach. This is usually a pretty good spot.
I don't want that one. I want this one.
This spot works pretty well because it's shaded. We just have to watch out for birds.
Apparently birds you have to watch out for. And we got the things. The 2 types of lettuce and 1 spinach.
Okay. So take the first lettuce that you want. Which 2 did you choose?
I chose I don't know.
The back is to the camera.
We got the
Paris Island.
Paris Island.
That's the one we started before, and then I put it out too fast, and it all died.
Well, we gotta do it again.
And the outrageous. That's the two that we have over there.
Oh.
So that'll work. All right.
All right.
Okay, so let's start with the Paris. Don't step on that board, please. It'll fall over.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, so you come over here.
Yep. I'm here.
With your bare hand.
Yep.
Take seeds and just sprinkle them along in there. Okay, so just kind of sprinkle them lightly all through this one.
All right.
Okay,
that was a lot.
Yep, that was a lot in one spot, but that's okay. We'll add a few more for extras, just to be safe.
Okay. Well, I kind of hate it whenever it's in my palm, not my fingers, because then I can go like that and it all sprinkles down.
Okay.
I like it when that happens.
So in the middle row, you're going to do outrageous.
Yep.
That's the romaine mix. I don't know if you can.
Yep.
Outrageous romaine. Okay, we are going to now plant the outrageous.
Woo.
So here, do you want to take it out of my hand?
No, just dump it in my hand. Cool. Oh, okay. Is that a little bit too much?
Yeah.
Okay. This row right here?
Yep, middle row. There we go. All right, now we need to make one more row for spinach.
All right. Spinach.
So we're going to have room in between the rows, and then we can do strips of like radishes or something.
All right.
Okay, now.
What is that?
Part of this?
What is that thing?
It's just part of a nut, an acorn or something.
Oh, we got acorns in here.
Okay.
We should plant an apple tree.
This is giant to noble spinach.
Wait, is that going to be like giant?
It's tallish. I don't know.
Do you even have that type of spinach?
These are bigger.
Oh, yeah, because they're giant.
We had some last year. Now, you need to take one and just space them out a little bit.
All right, because they're going to get gigantic.
Yeah, they're going to get a little bigger, so.
Be like a praying mantis times like 5.
And we can come back and plant some more later so that we'll have backups.
Yeah. That one right there. It looked like really, really small stones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if somebody ate one and it went into your lungs? Would it like sprout because of the moisture and air?
No.
I mean, this happened to one person because I know about that.
Okay. All right. So now we need to cover these up lightly.
Can I do that?
Yep, you can do that.
Okay. I'll take this ginormous shovel over here.
Well, I mean,
no, there's a spade.
It's better if you just use your hand or the spade, but remember they don't want to be buried deep.
I know. I'm just gonna brush them over. Like, take some dirt, and then you wanna like lightly brush them.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go put these seeds away while you're doing that.
Kind of like, just like, kind of like
yeah,
that.
What I do is I take the dirt that's nearby and I just go like this.
Well, I'm not using my hand, and also you guys can't see what she just did. She went like.
I know, it doesn't matter.
Grabbed it like that. Anyway.
Okay, no, don't dig down. Here, just use the spade to do this.
Oh yeah.
Bring the sides over. There you go. Yeah, perfect.
I forgot that you don't need to pull a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah. They really don't need much on top.
Yep. All right, done.
Okay.
That was loud.
Cool.
Ish.
All right, we have marked out what we need on our rows over here with some temporary markings so that we can get planting. We already have a bunch of kale here. So we need to go through, and I want to plant a row of beets tonight, and then we'll get the rest all filled in soon. You find another rock for me? Thanks.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Kendra. We are back out the next day because
It was too loud out here yesterday, so it is almost, well, it is 80 degrees out, which is a crazy change from about 2 days ago. And so I'm going to finish what we started in the garden yesterday. And I will show you, we're going to clean up all of this garden space over here. And we have all our rows marked. So we're going to get planting. And then because it's so hot, we need to do a ton of watering. So we will get that done. All right, let's get going. First, I'm going to start with some beets. I have a whole bag of seeds here. Let's see. I got beets in here somewhere. So we have avalanche beets. And I'm going to go ahead and plug those in my beet row. Corn. So I'm going to have radishes. I already have kale here. Corn, red onions, corn, yellow onions. And then, what are these? Oh, corn. So corn will have things in between, and then beets right here. So I'm going to move our little friend here. The beets need to be a half an inch deep. So first, let me dig a little beet trench. Now, this kale plant has gone to seed, but it is always covered in bees. I love it. So as you can see over here, I had cut the top of a different kale plant, and I'm just popping them in the ground wherever I need the bees to pollinate. So it seems to be bringing them around to different places in the garden, but I've just let a lot of things go. It's fine. The bees are happy. All right, this, I'm not quite sure if that's half an inch, but it's pretty close. I'm going to just drop them in. It says 1 inch spacing. So we'll do that. Let's see. Some of this is a little uneven. I'm going to go through and just pick weeds later when it's a little cooler out. I can't believe how hot it got. How fast it got so hot. But it's kind of funny because I haven't been out here very much at all because the weather was kind of dreary. Oh my gosh, these seeds are adorable. I'll have to show a picture of these seeds later. They look like little stars. But anyway, I hadn't been out very much because the weather was and I had things going on, and then I felt guilty, and now we're back. All right, so I'm going to plant this row. I've never, some of my stars jumped. I've never grown beets before, so I'm anxious to see how this goes. These are supposed to be ones for people who don't like the taste of beets. They have a milder taste, so we shall see. All right, some of these I know I didn't space out quite right, but it's not perfection. Let's see, where did I stop? Here. I should have been counting these as I'm planting them, and I didn't. Well, at least I haven't covered them yet. I can go back and estimate. All right, so let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 12 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 roughly. Okay. Let me see if I can, I don't know if this will show up on camera. I'm not sure if you can see that. No, it's too dark. But I can show you a picture later. But these are avalanche beets. And they are, they're like a white beet, and it says without the bitterness or strong beety flavor that some folks find too potent. So, like I said, we'll give it a try. All right, I'm not planting my corn yet. I think I will plant a few kales in the kale area. Just a couple new ones. Actually, I should have brought my gloves. Maybe I can get a couple new kale starts for when these are all over. Although I have quite a few. Maybe just a couple more. I'll just dig. This dirt is pretty loose right here, so I'll just throw 2 in. And this is the blue curled scotch that I've already got going on. That one over there is a red Russian. I want to seed this. Whoa, these are so tiny. Let's save the seeds. Okay. We'll see. All right. I need to remember that. Well, it's already marked. Okay. I have a little, you can't see it, but there's a little lettuce hiding under here that was a surprise. So that's always nice. And then there's a couple other things I need to figure out what they are. See, there's a bumblebee right here on this one. So I'm glad I didn't just toss them. All right, now, another thing I need to do is focus. It's so shady over here. I need to focus on this side because these are all potatoes that were there from last year. And that cabbage was from last fall. On my green onions, I got plenty of those over here. They're all about to flower. So I need to move some things around and clean up a little bit because I have a few things I need to pop in here. I want to get my cauliflowers that are growing and a couple more spinach plants over here as well. And this is where we planted our rows of lettuce. Oh, he didn't even finish covering them. Okay. I guess we were in such a hurry yesterday we didn't finish. So I'm going to finish covering that, water it in really, really well, and then come through and clean this stuff up. I've been harvesting these tops here of the kale, and they're really good to munch on. Cook them up with a little bit of, like, saute them up. Delicious. So, what else? The garlic over here is doing well. Oh, they're getting pretty tall. A few strawberries in there. A random potato, it looks like, left over from last year. This one doesn't have anything in it. It's just raspberries. And then I tried to thin out. It is so hard to thin out strawberries. I always feel horrible doing it, but I tried to thin out some so that at least they could get the movement. Just walk through a spider web. Oh, don't you hate that? My grapevine is finally doing something, making its way up slowly. But look at my oversprouted kale. My goodness. The bees are just super loving it. I got bees in the blueberries. It's good though because I bought some more dirt to top those off with. So they'll be happy little blueberries. These, I gotta make sure I catch these seeds on time. They are, ooh, another spider web. Oh, goodness gracious. Hate that. Tried to separate out the herbs a little bit. I need to get some basil plugged in somewhere. Got some radishes growing over there. My little lettuce area is doing terrible. I might just have to pull all that up and redo it. Nothing's really coming up. Got some good looking carrots, a few. I need to clean up this kale. Got some dying leaves here that we don't need. I popped in lots of little baby onions growing. A few more over here. I popped in a tomato. There was 2 tomatoes. Something came and ate it. Aww. Dang it. That was a good Roma. I guess I'm going to have to cover everything. All right. Well, I'm going to do some more cleanup. I feel like that's all I'm doing is cleanup. But hey, I guess that's part of it, right? Gotta get the worm bin switched around again. I might need to buy another one. So, all right, anyway, back to it. It is very sunny, so I really need to get the hose out and give everything a drink tonight. I don't want to do it quite yet, but this evening when it gets a little shady, I'll water things down and then start watering in the mornings again. Come out with my coffee. All right, this will look prettier later. All right, off to it.
Real quickly, I popped a few red Russian kales into a 6 cell to start indoors, and that way maybe I can move them back outside later.
I decided to open up the worm bin. I need some of the bottom dirt for my to put on top of that lettuce. And look at all the worms that have escaped down the bottom. And this giant leopard slug, he needs to go into the dog poop composter because they will eat that. But look at all these worms. So we're going to get all of them moved to do their job somewhere else. Go, little friends. And then this big guy will move as well. Ugh. Okay, so I went through the worm bin and switched another layer. I think I need to start writing down when I do that so that I know kind of when I need to be checking on that. But I added some worm dirt on top. Same with over here on the beets row. And then I potted up a few small herbs. I'm going to bring this basil inside that I did basil, cilantro, and what was the other one? Basil, cilantro, and parsley. Basil, cilantro, parsley. So give all those a water. I realized I don't have rosemary out here anymore, so I need to plant some of that too. No problem. Okay, I've got 3 rows done now. So in this row I have those avalanche beets. In this row I planted a full row of the Texas grano onion, the yellow onion. They're kind of a longer day, so it takes 115 days, but we'll see. I could not find my red onion seeds, so I did a half. Let's see, I went to about there. So a half row of these seeds that I had saved. And I'm pretty sure they are a yellow onion, but I guess we will find out. They will be a surprise. So hence the question mark. I don't think they're red, but either way, we can cook with it. So, all right, those 3 are done. There's going to be corn in between, and I will do those another day. I did plant a few, sorry, I know the shadow's like right in the way. I did put some radishes just right in between these kale plants. And no, I'm sorry, I planted a couple new kale seeds, and then we're going to do radishes. Just a couple of minutes, I'll do a line of radishes down this front edge. And that'll be it probably for today. Okay, honestly, I can't remember if I planted radishes and sorry, I'm a mess today. I can't remember if I planted radishes along this edge here or not. So I'm going to just throw some French breakfast. I'm pretty sure I planted a few in between the kales, like I said. I'm just going to have kale and radishes over here, whatever. So, all right, in they go. Okay, I did. I even wrote it down, guys. I direct sowed some radishes in that part of the flower bed. So, I mean, in the vegetable bed. So now I will have 2 rows of radishes, and that's totally fine. Ugh, this is why it's good to write it down, but it's also good to reread what you wrote down.
Whoa, I dug this one out of the ground. Didn't know what it was, but apparently it's a large female crane fly. So I guess it's kind of like either just a female or a queen. I don't know how that works, but um, a little interesting to look at.
All right, we are on the next day, day 3, and what I need to do, I have these tiny little snowball cauliflowers. I don't have a lot of hope for them, but we'll see. I'm going to dig this area up a little bit and plug those in today. And then I think I have a couple broccolis to plant too, but we'll get there after. First, I'm going to dig this up, clean this up a little bit. I did not buy any new dirt like I should have, but I'm just going to put one in here. Let's see, 1, 2, that's only going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, maybe here. 4. And then 5. All right, I will get the hand spade. And I'm kind of only pulling weeds as needed right now. I'm not going to stress out over pulling all of them. Only if they're close enough to a plant that I need growing. Because they will suck the water and nutrients. All right, let's start over here. Now I'm just going to dig this deep enough for my plant pot. And I've already added, some of these were looking a little yellow and starting to wilt a little bit. I crushed up some eggshells and soaked them in water and then watered them with that. I don't know if that's going to help. I certainly hope so. But again, these guys are pretty little. So we'll see what happens. Some of this dirt needs to be crushed up. And I'm also going to need to cover these because the dog, I forgot to close the garden, and the dog found a rabbit in here last night, which was not good. But I want to keep them away from birds and slugs as well. So I'll probably just make a little cover for them. Or get some of my bird netting or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I have available. All right, that's one. So now I'm going to go ahead and just do these other few. It's kind of crazy to see how different the dirt is in each of these spots. I am hitting a rock of some sort. And I know I said in one of my videos too that, oh yeah, that's a good size rock. We don't want, look at that. Yeah, we don't need you. I mentioned that this all had weed barrier, and I don't want weed barrier. There's several rocks down in here. So let's get those out so our roots have room to grow. But a lot of times to cover some of these small seedlings, right, that should be good enough. To cover some of these smaller seedlings, I'll put a piece of clear plastic, like a container on top, and I'll just set a rock on top so the wind doesn't knock it over. Kind of like a little mini greenhouse. These were started March 2nd, so they should have been bigger. Actually, our rock can hold that down. So we'll see. My tomato plants seem to be doing all right, but these guys never really grew very well. So again, I'm just going to crush up everything, fill it back in without all the little rocks. I've already gone through. Oh, I forgot my watering can. Be right back. I was filling my watering can and completely forgot about it. Shoot. Oh well, now we might have random herbs growing in random places. Guess that'll be all right, as long as they grow, right? All right, I'm just watering everything I can water. I feel like this is all a bunch of beds of randomness at this point. Multitasking is not always my strong suit. Okay, back to it. So I just went and watered a bunch of beds. Now I'm letting the can fill up again. Okay, so that's 2. Let's see how many rocks we find in here. Last night was Friday night, and Friday night and tonight, there's a lot of geomagnetic storms going on apparently. So the northern lights were visible here, and they were just gorgeous. We got a lot of pictures of those. So hopefully wherever you were able to see that or have seen them before. It's definitely not an everyday occurrence, for us at least. So, all right, these are really little guys. I don't know if they're going to make it, but we'll see. Again, never know. Worth trying. All right, so that's 3. Get the last 2 in. I'm going to try to loosen up some of this dirt around where they're going as well. Okay. Need to take that little ring off later, maybe. A little marker. Okay, that's another one. And one more. I already dug this one up. Oh, there's a seed from a, who knows what, pumpkin or something. Just throw that randomly in this bed and see what happens. It's a pumpkin or a squash, I guess. All right, and the last one. Take a little marker out. Plop it out. Oop, there's some good worms over here. All right. I can hear that my watering can has filled again. So off I shall go, but I need to give all these guys some water too. All right, so now I gotta figure out what I will cover them with. All right, so I don't want to get them too bad right now. I don't want to flood them out. Come back and hopefully they're still here tomorrow. Okay. Something. Oh, let me show you this. I added dirt all around the blueberries yesterday. And I bet, let's see right here, I wonder if that was a little rabbit. I don't know. Not a very tall container, so I guess it very well could be. But I did water my rows that I planted yesterday of radishes, red onions, yellow onions, and beets. So I watered those. And then, let's see. Yep, that plant is still... Okay, since I'll be out tonight to try to see the northern lights again, I'm going to come out and watch for slugs. Sorry, I'm trying to show you what I'm seeing. And oh my goodness, okay. It's a mess over here. So this poor broccoli has been chewed on. I don't know. I need to get out here after dinner, I guess. All right. But there's our 5 cauliflowers, and I will go cover them. Okay, so we have our 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cauliflower. I have broccoli. No, Brussels sprout. Sorry, Brussels sprout, and a bunch of weeds that need to be pulled out later. All right, I think that's going to be good for right now. I've watered everything, and that's about it for now. Okay, so now they're covered. I found little clear-ish covers for all of them. They all have a rock on them so they don't blow over as easily. And they're covered around the edges, so hopefully things don't sneak under too much. So we'll check on those tomorrow. We are out on Mother's Day to do a little planting.
Yep.
And so far, yesterday, I came out and did these cauliflowers. And now I'm going to plant 2 cucumber plants in the same area. So we're going to do a cucumber plant here so that it can hopefully come up.
And climb the fence.
I don't know what these are called. I need to look these little plants up. But as soon as you touch them, they explode. Let's see. I can't find
Exploding plant.
Yeah, that's I think what we're going to call it. But their seeds just like go out everywhere. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to look how some of that is pretty dry.
Yep. Has not gotten water for like a long time.
Right. We're going to get rid of some of these weeds. Just pull them to the side.
Yep.
I'm going to dig this up a little bit to give it some space. Now it says these are straight 8 cucumbers. So we're going to put one, they say 1 inch deep. Actually, I'll plant 2 just to be hopeful.
Nice.
And then we'll plant them. Okay.
That is covered.
I know. Some of this
The
dirt is
very
very
dryness.
chunky. So we're going to cover it up. This dirt is pretty wet already, so we don't need to water right now. And we're doing this in the afternoon. So So, all right, so that, I need something to mark those with. I'm gonna mark where I'm planting these cucumbers just with those in case I need to tie them up so they can climb.
It would be like a zip line, but very, very diagonal.
Exactly. We'll make our own little trellis. Now I'm gonna go to the other side over there. Watch where your feet are.
Yep.
And also kind of just, oh, see, watch. See if you can get near this. See? Did you see those pop?
Yep. They go kaboom.
Oh, yeah, the one just popped over there. Anyway, now I'm just making more weeds in the garden at this point. But at least they pull out easy.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do the same here. Uh-oh, there's some weed fabric, but we can go around it.
That's
go in
good.
front of it a little bit. Just want to work that up.
I wonder how long the world's longest root of any plant is.
Oh man, some of those, it's called a taproot, and they get really long. Like even these
Like
kale plants,
like 50 foot?
No, like at least 5 feet.
Crazy.
All right, I'm just gonna put 2 in there.
So about like 5.6 of mine because mine are small.
And then I'll just mark this. See that weed fabric? Ugh. All right, mark that. So that's our 2 cucumbers over here.
I know how to get rid of the weed fabric. You cut it.
I do. I have to pull it up and cut it at the same time. All right, watch out behind you. Done there. All right, so now we need to do 2. Should we do this? Let's do some smaller ones.
How about it?
In bed 2. So over here, I've named these. That is bed 1, bed 2, bed 3.
Strawberries.
So right here, now how am I going to mark these 2? Maybe we'll just leave a little space.
Possibly.
Because I don't have anything else going on. These are raspberries and strawberries.
I know how to mark it.
How?
Actually, I don't know how to mark it.
Okay. I think it'll be okay as long as we remember we did them here. Now these are going to be Boston pickling cucumbers, so they're going to be a little bit smaller, but they also are half an inch deep. Okay, so a little bit
half an
shallower.
inch.
So again, I'm just going to do 2. 1, 2, cover them up. Okay, we're going to do 1 here, and then I'm going to go over here and do another one. Be careful of these. And I'll do it right over here.
If you can see that.
I'm hoping that they will climb up. Yeah.
Your arm is in the
Can you
way.
get in there and see?
No.
Down in there.
Right over there.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
Okay. So I'm hoping they will start to climb up.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay. So now we have longer cucumbers over there, shorter ones over here. Okay. We planted 2 Roma tomatoes over in bed A, and as you will see, one of them was eaten. All right, so we previously planted a Roma tomato down here. This is bed A. And then I had another one right here, but as you can see, something came and ate it. So I'm pretty sure that it only has 1 leaf left. It's not gonna come back. So what I'm gonna do,
very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad, but it happens. That's why we plant extra. This one is very established, pretty big. The little ones usually get attacked, and the bigger ones don't really get bothered as much. So we're gonna take this guy. He's got some pretty good roots here. Stick this one. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make it a little deeper.
It's a square from Minecraft.
Right. Remember how we talked about, since they have fuzzy stems, they will grow roots
all the way
in the fuzz.
All the way even up to right, like,
yeah, usually go to where they branch
there.
First, but I wouldn't go any higher than that.
Hold up. You could get like all the way up there. Like, you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I could take that leaf off, but I'm not going to.
Crazy.
I'm just going to give it a nice deep spot here. All right, and now this one will do much better, I think. Might need to put a little cage around it later, because the Romas are going to get about that big and they start to get heavy, but we'll see. All right, we'll just leave this here for support right now.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, and in this area over here, I had already planted 2 broccolis, but as you will see, watch your step. As you will see down here, one of them, green sprouting broccoli, has already died. It was attacked. It was attacked right away.
From what?
Had no chance. Slugs, I believe, because I didn't cover them.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, you can see, poor guy. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just kind of redig. We want some of this out too, whatever. But I have another one here, another green sprouting. It doesn't look the healthiest either, but we'll see.
It's probably gonna get like dead.
Worst case, we're gonna just start planting direct seed.
It's probably gonna die in the first like 5 minutes of being out of its pot.
I should have covered it, keep the slugs away. So what we'll do is we'll give this one a cover like that. And then what I have been doing, try to like cover up the gaps around the edges. And then I need to start coming out here and checking more often. Here's some of that exploding grass stuff again. Whoa.
Do that again. Phew. The viewers have not seen it.
All right, ready? I'm going to do this one over here. Ready? It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that was too fast for the camera to render.
It would make a good slow-mo.
Oh, heck yeah.
This broccoli over here, I've already shown you, it's being eaten. So I think what we need to do is kind of give this some dirt down here.
Throw that stuff out.
And I need to come through and pull some of these other weeds out. Okay, go. All right, in this area that we're still working on weeding and taking care of, I'm going to go ahead and plop a cauliflower right here at the end of where the strawberries are.
Nice.
So we're going to start digging there. Now these strawberries have gotten pretty wild over here.
Wait a minute.
What?
Aren't the strawberries supposed to be over there?
Yeah, there's strawberries like all around. I have them in lots of different spots because every 2 years you want brand new strawberries. So some of those are older, some of these are newer. Now this cauliflower is looking a little sickly. So we're going to cross our fingers, but we're going to try to cover them like we did with those over there.
All right.
Keep them from being eaten. I should have added some water to this.
Yes. If I haven't already, apologized for running my finger over the camera like 500 times. I haven't done that again.
That's okay. All right, so we're going to pull the weeds out.
That thing got yeeted.
Yeah, it did. All right, so this is a little guy. We're going to put this right here. And then I'm just going to cover it with this for now.
What about sunlight?
It can see the top. It's got holes.
Yeah, true.
But for tonight, to keep it safe from bugs, we'll just cover it with that, and I'll come back out tomorrow and check it. Look at this. These, ow. Oh, they are so prickly. And they have very deep roots.
I know why they're prickly.
So if I had gloves on, that would be great.
I know why they're prickly.
Why?
So they don't get picked out.
You're right.
And also eaten by other animals.
Self-defense mechanism. Ow. Ow. But anyway, so
Mom,
that guy's gone.
If you don't stop, like, that's why they have the spikes.
You're
to
right.
Stop things from touching them.
People like me, right? So okay, so that's
just like you.
I think that's all we're gonna plop in today. Tomorrow we will plant some corn in our rows, and then most of those rows over there will be finished. But I think it's the end of the week, so officially the end of the weekend. So we'll stop stop there now, and we'll see you next week.
See ya, and that's it for today.